Hey, welcome back at yet another video. In the previous one you saw me installing some water cooling components from the EK Fluid Gaming Kit series. I also showed you these fans and the GPU bracket. So in this video I will be installing both. I will be replacing the dual slot GPU bracket for the single slot one. I also found the old bracket that comes with the case, so we finally can replace them. So these are the MF120S fans. These are, in my opinion, better than the previous one. The previous one were only controllable via a smartphone app. These are controllable via the Rgb header on a motherboard. These are compatible with the Asus Aurora Sync, the ones with Gigabyte RGB Fusion, with MSI Mystic Light Sync, and with the ASRock Polychrome. If you have one of those new motherboards with an RGB header, I believe it's a 3-pin, but we still have to find out when we are unboxing it, then it should be compatible and you should be able to control them with the software that comes with your motherboard. As you can see in the back, that's the current computer that we modded last time with the EK Fluid kit. To install these fans, I need to take the computer apart, also for installing the brackets. I will do it again with a time lapse. I don't know if everything will work out. I don't know if I have all the screws necessary for replacing the fans in the back to put them on the top radiator. I also don't know if I can mount all the fans, because in the back where you can see the 3 blue fans, it's only a 240mm rad, it's not a 360, so I have to see if I can mount the bottom one, and I still don't know what screws are included. So hey, let's continue with a small unboxing. Okay, these are packed just like the Corsair fans. Those are in 3 separate packages. And a box at the bottom. That's everything. So let's first open a fan. Nice. The fans feel really solid. I didn't expect that. I thought it maybe was plastic, but it really feels sturdy. I can't really bend them. I shouldn't really be applying this kind of pressure on it. You got the small GamerStorm logo on it. You got 2 cables, so one is for the PWM signal for the fan and one is for the RGB, of course. The RGB part are the white parts you can see here and the logo. So let's pull off the plastic. Oh, it was really sticky. It doesn't, because of the tape I thought it was shiny, but it's a matte black finish. I really wanted to have these fans in my system because I have a push-pull configuration, so I really don't mind that it isn't the best airflow, but as I said, it's push-pull, so there's another fan doing his job and this just needs to look pretty. These fans come with a steep price. I bought them for 100 euros. For 100 euros you get all the necessary cables and screws. You get 3 fans, but 100 euros is a lot for fans. I bought these fans for 100 euros on the German Amazon website. I couldn't find them anywhere else. So if you want to pick them up, it will cost you 100 euros. But for that you get really gorgeous fans. But also one thing I like is all the fans look the same, but I really like this one. The frame is different, the fan blade design is different. It's the first time that I saw a fan that I couldn't wait to buy. It's just a fan, it doesn't really improve anything with gaming, especially with the setup I have now. But I really like the design of it, so it was an easy choice. As soon as I saw them on Amazon, I grabbed them. I bought them, I wait for the delivery, and now a couple of days later I'm unboxing them and I can't wait to install them in my system. So these are the fans. Let's continue with the mystery box. Let's see what's inside. More packaging and a user manual. Let's see what the user manual has to say. It's everything that should be included and a wiring diagram. So I guess you can't see it. Maybe I will show it like this in a B-roll. But basically it's just a fan with a fan hub and you get the different cables as I suspected for the different motherboards. So for the Gigabyte one you get the 3-pin, and for Asus, MSI and ASRock you get the 4-pin with the missing pin in the middle. But you can also connect them directly to the SATA power connector and you can control them then inline. I have to control them via the inline because I don't have an RGB pin on my motherboard. So let's unbox the plastic packaging. So let's see what we got in here. So you got 3 low speed adapters. Those are mainly for if you don't want to have them on high RPM, just for the aesthetics, but I still want to use them properly, so I won't be using these, but maybe with different fans, I don't know. So let's put them aside. It also comes included with rubber mounting. You can use them to mount them in a case, but be aware you can't use them with a radiator because the holes aren't big enough and you can't really pull them through. So we won't be using them, we will be using some screws. Then we have here the fan hub. I really like this fan hub, it's quite tiny, it comes with some adhesive pre-applied. And it has a white plug, so I guess that's the one for which the PWM signal will be used. Also with extension cable, also always nice to see included. Then next the inline controls, as I just said, with a SATA connector and the inline controls. It's just, I believe, like with the Corsair fans, just a couple of buttons and they will self-explain. The next one, if that's the fan hub, this should be the RGB one. If we take a plug from this one, yeah, it will fit. It's kind of big, so I don't know if they have any plans in the future to make another fan that will fit in this. So this is the Rgb hub, so you got one for the RGB lighting and you got one from the fans. I don't know what's inside of this, why it's 2 times the size, but as you can see, this one is just for the fans and this one is just for the RGB. I don't know if I can connect them to the Corsair ones. Well, we need to find out when we take the system apart. But as I can see here, it is for up to 5 fans, so I can connect another 2 of them. You can connect up to 5 fans in here, but only 4 fans on these, and you buy them per 3. So I don't know what's going wrong, or if they're also going to sell them separately or in bundles of 2 fans instead of 3. But I think it's really strange because I only need this part of the hub, so this part is unused. So Deepcool, what's going on? And we also got the cable for the motherboard to connect them to the Gigabyte one, and also for the other motherboards. So you got all the cables necessary to connect them to RGB headers or just control them inline. Then you can't control them by app or by software. I have to do that until I get my new motherboard, a CPU, a memory, but it's way too expensive for now, maybe at the end of the year, but I will be using this for now. Also included a couple of screws. There are 12 screws included. For the normal fans, those are way thicker, I believe 2.5 centimeters, so you get also the larger screws to screw them into place or just screw them into a radiator. With this, you only get the screws to fit them on a radiator, and with these you can attach them to a case, but I don't like this mounting solution because when I put them in a case, and I really like the design, you got the long rubber piece sticking out, so it's really ugly. So I really wanted to see the screws included to mount them in a case. I won't be needing those, but still, if you want to buy these fans and you want to just mount them in the case, be aware, just order some black screws so you can mount them in the case instead of using these. So that's it for now. So we got the screws, we got the mounting solution, we got the hubs, we got the cables, we got the fans, we got everything unboxed. I can't wait to put them in, but the last thing I want to show is the custom bracket, the single slot bracket for the GPU. I got a Vega 64. And currently with Waterblock, it's only a 1-slot card, but it still has the 2-slot GPU bracket. So instead of an ugly bracket, I will be putting these in the computer bag again, and that will look something like this. And we got the standard bracket that is already in the case with all the other slots, and this one will replace the dual slot bracket. I already painted it black, it's pretty easy, you just use a little bit of primer and then paint them black. So that's all. I will be cleaning this desk, I will get my tools and other screws and take apart the system and put them in. Enjoy the time lapse, enjoy the B-roll, and I will see you back after the build. Well, as you just saw, my computer turned itself off. After a couple of hours searching, I noticed that I got more blue screens, games crashed. When I did slide overclocking, already my computer crashed. I found out that the power supply wasn't enough. So I bought a new one, a second-hand one. I chose this model because I want to future-proof it a little bit. So in the next builds I won't be upgrading this one because it has everything I need already. So in the next time lapse I will be installing it in the PC. I will be taking out all cables to do cable management all over new. I still want to buy some cable mod cables, but that will be for another month or another video, I don't know yet. First I want to get my PC up and running again. With installing this PSU, with reinstalling every cable I have inside, and then try again to put some overclocks on my PC, on the CPU and the GPU, also the memory, and see what temps I will get and maybe run a benchmark. But I guess I won't show that because yeah, everybody does that. I just want to show you how I did my build. So let's go ahead and put this PSU in the PC. Well, that was the build. It's finally done. I've got a new PSU installed, I got the new fans installed, the water cooling, what you saw in the last video, is installed. So the PC system is finally done. I got a slide overclock on the CPU, I got a slide overclock on the GPU. The GPU now is 1650, I believe, and the CPU is 4.6 GHz. I tested with a couple of benchmarks and stress testing to make sure that my system is stable. Also, the leak test was finally done, so the system is finally completed. The new PSU was quite easy to connect, as you could see in the small time lapse. I rerun every cable in the system. I want to do that again because I want to take everything out of the system when I start modding it. Everything I did until now was just make sure that the PC is working, that it's complete. So around the summer I will be modding my girlfriend's PC and also my PC with adding some pieces of acrylic and working with some stickers. I don't know yet what we will do. I also maybe be swapping out those Deepcool fans. I don't know yet. I really like them, but in this case they really don't fit because of that reservoir. So that will be something that will be seen during the summer, or I will swap them out with the top fans because you can see those. For now, everything is in the system, everything is running as it's supposed to be. I will be mainly playing Call of Duty Black Ops 4 and editing in Power Director, so that will work very quickly. So for now, this was the video. Leave a like if you really like the PC content. If you want to see me do another build or you want to see me upgrading my server, that's also something that is coming. So if you want to see a video about that one, then also leave a comment or just like the video. Then I know that you want it. That was the video. Hey, till next time. Bye.